Quentin's here. So new video today to cover episode 4 of our 7-unit training course on the how to get started with Davra platform. So this unit topic will be about the device agent. So basically a device agent is a little service we can install on a remote device, and basically they create connection between the platform and a remote device. It can be used for the device to push data directly to the platform, or in the other way to the platform to be able to trigger action or capabilities directly on the device. Alright, so let's get drilling. So for today workshop, we will be using a virtual machine because I don't have like any virtual device, like a real device here to connect to. So I created this virtual box, so this VM running Debian here, okay. And what we'll do is we will access it using SSH. So as you can see here on the terminal, I'm now inside my virtual box using SSH, okay. So we'll show what commands are needed here to install the device agent. So if we go back there, basically to install device agent, it's fairly simple. We just need to download it here. Up. I will download the most recent version of the device agent, and then what we'll need to do is untar it, like so. Okay, so as you can see now, what happened is it created a folder called Davra agent, and there's few files in there. What we'll need to do is run the install.sh script to fully install the device agent on that remote device. So I'll do a sudo bash install.sh. Ask me for my password. The user running this needs to be having like a admin password, because some of the commands then used by the agent will require root access. So the agent is asking me what tenant should it be linked to. So we're gonna link it to http quentin.davra.com, and now it's asking me for an API token. So basically this agent will be linked to a device on the platform. So every time the agent decides to send data, it will send it to that given device. So what we'll have to do is create a device and generate an API token for that device. I'll show you how to do this now. Basically here in the platform, we'll go to device, add a new device, up. We're gonna call it virtual Debian device, up, and we're gonna register it. Now if I scroll down here in the device page, we'll see here these API tokens. So we're just gonna create a new one. It is for the device agent. Create, and here we're just gonna copy the token and parse it here. So here's now finalizing the configuration. So what the agent is going to do is it's going to start pushing some data point every 10 minutes, I think. So the data point will be sent will be the CPU usage of the virtual machine, the RAM usage of the virtual machine, and the last one is time since last seen. Okay. So now it's finished here. And if we reload this device page, so it takes a few minutes to fully complete the install, but as you can see, for example, the agent already set the location of my device. So based on my IP address, he just put the device in Dublin. When we know that the device agent is fully installed, it's when a label here is added with a version of the agent. So we'll wait a few seconds and we'll reload, and it should be there. So now, as you can see, the device agent is installed, so it's version 1.7.3, and what we'll be able to do here is in device automation, we'll be able to now view some quick actions available. Sorry, not here. So in device listing, if we tick our device, we can see here some quick actions. So currently we have two functions that we can trigger quickly: the report agent config to server or reboot the device. So what we'll do, just to test, we're gonna use the report agent config to app. Okay, so from there we are in the new type page, which is a kind of job page. So here we got an action, we got a device and then as you can see we got one action completed. So if we click on the device here, we see the result. So what we asked the agent to give us is a config. So here it's like this config from the device agent. So that the heartbeat interval, so it's like 600 seconds, the UID of the device, and all the capabilities installed there. As you can see, there is like some capabilities like this one, and it's called agent action push with installer. And this action is really useful because it will enable us to install an application remotely on that device without having to log inside the device. So this is what we're going to do now. We're going to install a new application that's going to enable new capabilities for that device. Okay, so to do so, we'll go here in device automation. So here we can get the list of all the automation we already ran. Gonna here, and we're gonna call it like install new app on device. Okay, for any type of device. And here we're gonna use the automation type push device app with installer. Okay, so create. So here the difference with the quick action is we need to set up some parameters. And one of them is actually which application we're going to install. So here there's an input field to supply a tar.gz file, and that's the one who's going to be installed on our remote device. So what I do here, I already have a uploaded one, which is a sample app Python. And basically this application will enable us to have one more action, which is give us the list of running processes on the remote device. So we're going to install that, and then we'll be able to trigger that new action. Okay, so here we got our file. They want to ask us what device do we want to, run this automation on. So we can select multiple devices. So let's say you got a fleet of 30 devices and you want to install the app across all of them, or an update or something like that across all of them. You can run this automation across multiple devices. In today's video, we're just going to target our ones, which is virtual Debian device. Up. So now it's ready. What's left now is just to run the job. So the job is pending, and we'll see when it's completed. It should take a few seconds, minutes. Okay, it seems completed. So if we look here, starting blah blah blah. So here's kind of the dump of the logs during the install. Okay, so now if we click on device listing, we should be able to select there and see a new action. As you can see here, get the list of running processes. So that's the new action we just installed on our device. So if I click here, confirm, it's gonna run a new automation asking our virtual device, give me the list of processes running. So it's already there, and as you can see here, it's not the nicest format, but it's just a simple application. We now have the PID, PPID of all of our running processes. Okay, so it worked. Okay, very good. Now, if we go back to our tutorial, we explore more what can be done with the rules engine, and that's something really cool. So now we can use the rules engine to trigger one of these actions. So what I'll do is I'm just going to create a quick rule here, and basically we're going to trigger a reboot. Okay. Trigger reboot, and the trigger, it'll be looking at a threshold, okay, for a device, and we're just going to pick our device here, and if okay, if we pick this type of CPU, let's say, and we say, oh, CPU is above like 90%, we mean like, oh, something's going wrong and we need to restart. Okay, CPU greater than 90. Create. Okay, now we're gonna explore a new type of actions called device action here, boom. So reboot device up. So here we can choose between, you know, what device do we want to send the action to. So we're gonna pick like the device who triggered the rules, and here it'll be reboot the device. 1 per 1 second. Actually, we can say per 30 seconds, whatever. It's not really important here. There. Okay, so that sounds fine. The route seems to be ready. So now what I'll do is I'll go back to the app we created in the previous units. Maybe that one. Okay, and here I'm gonna use this thing to basically trigger a rule, CPU, and we'll go there. So what we should see here is the rules being triggered, and as you can see, the rule has been triggered and my device got restarted automatically. It was almost instantaneous. So it's really quick, really efficient, and now boom, just restarting my VM. I haven't had to do anything, it's just been done automatically. So if we go back here now to our rule, we should see its service trigger reboots, and it's been triggered once here. Alright, so that was kind of a good overview of what the possibilities of the device agent. If you guys want to create your own application, well, we got a sample application available where to start from, and I can show you a bit of the code maybe. Let me see if this one is good. No. Yeah, I have a sample of an app here. Up. So basically, this is what an app would look like. So we get an install.py, an app.py, which is going to be what's going to be run. For example, here in the app we install, we can see that. Let me zoom a little bit up. So we use the SDK to register capability, and the capability we register was get process listing, so that to get the running process. Then you can look there, so there's some information, the build script. So basically this is just to generate the tar.js file. Here's some install script, so that's what's going to be run on the device agents to install. So as you can see here, it creates a new service using systemctl. Etc, etc. So this is a good place to start from if you want to create your own application. Alright, so I think that's it for today's video. Let me know if you have any questions. We'll see each other soon for our next unit. Peace!